Jack, congratulations on signing for City. We're all delighted that you're here. How are you feeling now that everything's sorted and done and dusted?
No, I'm over the moon. To come and play for a club like Man City is obviously massive. For me personally, it was obviously a difficult few months because I think I've obviously been at Aston Villa for my whole life, but. When I spoke to the manager here, and you see, what type of players that they've got here, in the end, it was something that I couldn't say no to, and yeah, I'm absolutely delighted to be here.
So you're leaving Villa after 19 years, it's a very long time. So how important is it for you to be joining a club where you've got some familiar faces from the England setup?
Yeah, that helps massively. We speak anyway when we're away at England about our own clubs and stuff, and the likes of Stones, Raz, Phil, and Walks, had nothing but good words to say, whenever it's been mentioned. But yeah, obviously, I'll get to know everyone. I've obviously played against City a lot. I've never really been successful. I've had a few pumpings by them, so it'd be nice to be playing with them rather than against them.
City are the most successful club in England over the last 10 years. I think we've won 10 trophies in the last 4 seasons alone. For you, is that the main reason to come here, to have that opportunity to win not just the odd trophy, but win the biggest prizes in the game?
Yeah, of course, that's the main reason. There's obviously a lot of reasons, why I decided to come here. Obviously, the manager, been a massive factor in that. Playing under the best manager in the world was something that I couldn't really turn down. Obviously, the players that you've got here, I think everyone knows how much I admire Kevin, and it's going to be a dream come true to play alongside him. But yeah, competing for trophies, for major trophies, is something that I wanted to do, and like I said, it was something that in the end I couldn't turn down, and let's hope it's a successful one.
You mentioned the manager there. I think a lot of people feel that your style of play will fit quite nicely into the way that Pep sets the team up. Was that another consideration of yours? You want to play for a team that's kind of suited to your game?
Yeah, of course. When I come here this morning, I had a long chat with him, about positions and stuff like that, all football, and it was such a positive chat, and it just shows why I want to play under him. I've heard nothing but good words about him from the lads at England, and I just can't wait to get started, really. Like I said, there was quite a few factors of why I wanted to come. Like we just mentioned, competing for trophies, playing in the Champions League was a massive thing for me. I haven't done that yet. And that's what, when I was sitting there on a Tuesday, Wednesday night last year, it was just what I wanted to do, and to be able to do it with this club is going to be a dream.
We tend to play 4-3-3 formation here. Now, you could probably play in the middle of that, in central midfield, 3 positions, or somewhere along the front line. Where do you see yourself, and what do you think your best position is?
It's a difficult one, People always ask me this, what do I think my best position is? I prefer other people to answer it for me. I just love being on the pitch, just playing. I think the way this team's set up to play suits me down to a T. The way the manager likes to play suits me. I've spoke to the manager, like I said already, about positions and stuff, and personally I think I could play, as one of the 8s, if the manager ever plays a 10, either wing, or even, as a false 9, like you've seen Kevin or Phil do last season. Raz has done it as well, so I feel like I can play in a lot of positions, and one thing that I can say is, when I do get on the pitch, I'll be giving it more wherever I'm playing.
You've got a very distinctive style. For those who don't know, some of the City fans who might not know this, just explain why you wear children's shin pads and why your socks are a little bit lower than perhaps the average sock would be.
Do you know what? There's like a few stories, a few different ones somewhere, I think. Who said that? Because I ain't. So what it was, I'm not actually a superstitious person, but when I was about 15 or 16, I think I was 15, I was playing for the under-18s, and that year we were sponsored by Macron, I think it was, and the socks just kept shrinking, and you know, you weren't really a first team player, so you couldn't really go in and be like, give me a new pair of socks every day. So I just kept wearing them, and then they wouldn't come over my calves within about two months into the season. And that season, I probably had my season where, you know, I took off and started kicking on. So I started wearing them in games and stuff, and then it was just one of them where I just thought, you know what, I want to keep this. So I kept it, and you know, it's just, I don't know, can't say it's worked ever since, but you know, I think it's my style now, and it's something that I do and I'm going to keep.
You made your Villa debut at the Etihad. You came on for the last couple of minutes of the game where Yaya Toure scored.
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
I could not catch him.
It's probably the most Yaya Toure goal I think he ever scored. But what are your memories of that night and playing against City here and making your debut?
No, it was unbelievable. I remember on the Saturday I was actually playing for Notts County on the last game of the season, and went back to Villa on the Monday to train, and got told that I was going to be in the squad. I never really thought that I was going to come on. And you know, when I did get the call to come on, you know, I was absolutely over the moon. It was obviously a brilliant night, something that I'll remember forever. But yeah, I'll also remember obviously just seeing the back of Yaya Toure and just not being able to catch him. He was absolutely unplayable that night. And I actually wrote something about it on Twitter not long ago, and he replied to it. So yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, that was his best season he ever had for City, that's for sure. You mentioned before you've played against City many times. Just try and give us an opponent's perspective then. So what do we do well, and what do we, you know, why do we make it hard for the opposition? What is it about us?
I'm not even just saying this. You just everything. I remember after the game in, was it April? I think it was. I was injured at the time, and I actually said to. It was funny because I walked down to the tunnel after to go and see the lads, and the manager here, Pep, was speaking to the manager at Villa, Dean Smith, and I just went and spoke with him, and me and Dean Smith both said to Pep, we said that was the best performance I've actually ever seen at Villa Park, and even though it was only 2-1, it was just frightening. I think Stonesy got sent off, you know, and you were down to 10 for a while, and the way, you know, they just dominated the game, moved the ball. It was just, yeah, it was frightening. And obviously, there's so much I could go on all day, you know, about how good City are as a team. And that's one of the main factors as well why I wanted to come here, you know, because it just drags you in, and it's something that you want to be a part of, and that's one of the main reasons why I came here.
Micah Richards is a really important Manchester City figure, both as a past player and as a person now, and obviously you were teammates at Villa. He's a very, very big fan of yours. He kind of tries to promote you at every turn. Have you spoken to him since you made the decision, and if so, what did he say to you?
Do you know what? I actually haven't. I'm surprised actually, because I get on well with him and Julian Lescott, who obviously had a success. Well, both of them had a successful time here. But yeah, no, I haven't spoken to either of them. I don't know if they didn't want to act like, you know, they were trying to get information or something. But yeah, I do. To be honest, I don't really. Mika would obviously have nothing but good words to say about the club, but I don't. I know what the club's like. You know, I've been here now for you know 24 hours, and the whole club has been unbelievable. You know, for me and my family. You can tell it just feels like, you know, like a family club. Just even when I'm at the training ground, when I'm here, it seems like a proper football club that's going in the right direction, challenging for titles, for you know, the Champions League and stuff like that, and that's what I've come here to be a part of, and I can't actually say anything but good words.
You obviously play with Phil Foden at England level. We obviously love Phil. We rate him incredibly highly. But as somebody who's trained with him, played against him, just give us an insight into how good you think he is and how excited you are to play with him regularly now.
Yeah, no, he's unbelievable. I don't think anyone needs to be told that. I think everyone knows, how good he actually is. He's got the best first touch I've ever seen, ever. Whether the ball's coming out of the sky, whether it's been wrapped into him, he's just so smooth. The way he dribbles with the ball, he's actually much quicker than people give him credit for. And yeah, when we're away with England, I get on so well with him. He makes me laugh. He's like a little brother. But yeah, no, we got on so well at England, and it's one of them. I just can't wait to play with him. Like he says regularly, week in, week out, because I feel like sometimes, when you have a connection with someone off the pitch, you can transfer that onto the pitch as well. And that's what me and Phil, used to do in training when we was at England. We'd look for each other, we'd play 1-2s and stuff, and I can't wait to be doing that with him here.
Brilliant. Jack, congratulations once again. We're all absolutely delighted and we wish you the best for your time here.
No, thank you.